it's really exciting to leave. I always say that, but for us, every single time we go north, feels like we are far and far and far, and that's so awesome because feels like the dream is coming true, and it is actually.
The first time we are doing just the two of us, 50 hours crossing.
Of course, nothing is perfect. There's a problem. I knew something was gonna go wrong.
I'm Roberta.
And I'm Duca.
And after 2 years bringing this sailboat that was neglected for over 22 years back to life, it's finally time to start exploring.
So don't forget to subscribe and to join us every Sunday for a new episode. Time to move! We need to get the boat ready to leave, so we're gonna move to the dock because we're gonna fill up the diesel tank and the water tank. Now we're gonna add some additive because our fuel tank is too big, so we're gonna use this fuel for over like 6 months, so it's better to have this because otherwise it's gonna have like, I know, animals inside of the diesel tank really soon.
Animals.
So
Fuel check was a little bit more than 300 liters, and now we need to find out where we need to go to fill the water. We thought it was in the same place, but it's not.
that's life.
Right in time.
And like that we're gonna fill like maybe 100 liters. That's enough for now because the space to maneuver right now, the tide is like really moving around and we don't feel like moving on into a tight space. You know, you don't need to create mess.
They used to have a place to fill the water here, but they don't have anymore, so it's around there. So Luke is doing the
Labor.
exercise of the day.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's yours.
It's too high. It's coming. Almost a totally successful mission. We are back on the mooring, as you can see. We didn't crash. It's great, but we couldn't fill the water tanks.
No, but that was a successful mission. I mean, like the wind is blowing towards the pier. There's like a swell, so it's like really tricky to maneuver there, and it was all good. I consider it successful, and we fill up 100 liters of water. That's something. Today we're gonna finally start installing our new. Why do I show this? Why do I show this? Much better. Yeah, we're gonna start installing our new autopilot drive. This is a BNG T2 that's really strong. We have like 2 little things we need to do before we can put in place. Create 2 new wires. Inside of here there's a connection. We need to create this wire, and that's one thing. And the other thing is we need to learn how to disassemble this from the base because it's hard to reach the boat, and in order to install in place it's going to be easier just to put the base and then we put the rest. I'm going to try to create this wire. So this is basically a connector. We need to open this connector and create the wires, and then it's just, you can, you know, plug and unplug the autopilot. Positive, negative, no use of ground. Now the wire is ready. All we need to do is to try to disassemble the autopilot from the base. I don't know if it's clear, but the reason why we're replacing autopilot is because every autopilot there is a size of arm and a force that it has, like power, and there is the right distance in between the shaft and the autopilot. So the distance between the center of the shaft of the rudder and the center of the autopilot need to be a certain distance, and for this autopilot is 21 centimeters point some millimeters. That's exactly what we have on our situation. Our old autopilot was supposed to be 25 centimeters and we cannot reach that because it's just the space won't work, and in this way we are using the autopilot overload. It's still working, but eventually it's gonna break. So what we decide to do is to take that one out before it breaks and leave it as a spare autopilot, because of course it's not strong enough, but in a, you know, emergency situation, it's better to have that than nothing. This one is exactly the perfect situation for our rudder, and that one is not, so that's the reason why we're replacing.
I hope this one fits on the holes that we have there already.
Oh, that's the next problem, because when we built the autopilot support, we were in the marina with the welder, and this didn't arrive in time. That means it's all theoretical, and hopefully, please work. But let's take the other one out first. This one out. So before we take the base for the old autopilot 100% out, let's just try this first. That's such good news. First step is done. The next step is to put the autopilot in place and see if the alignment with the quadrant is good.
Time for the truth. Millimetrically calculated.
So one of the things we need to do is to have the autopilot perpendicular 90 degrees to the center line of the boat when the rudder is all the way to the port and all the way to the starboard. And right now the rudder is touching the end stop. That means it's on the end and it's 90 degrees. That's really good. That was 100% theoretical and it worked. Next thing we need to check is if the autopilot is becoming the end stop or if the end stop is actually working. That means the autopilot cannot go all the way to the end. So now Roberto is gonna go up to the helm and he's gonna try to turn the wheel to both sides and see what happens. I believe we are doing really good actually. That's great. Let's see. All the way. Of course, nothing is perfect. There's a problem. I knew something was gonna go wrong. It's a problem, but it's easy to fix. We have fixed that before. The arm is a little bit too short for the situation, so we need to get the rudder stop and make a little bit longer to make sure we hit the rudder stop before the autopilot ends. But that's really simple. We just need to take the support, we create a little bit of a space, we just put an extra spacer. We did already put like 2 spacers, we put a third spacer and problem solved. It's really simple. I'm really happy with the installation. I think for who did that without having the autopilot in hand, that's just really good. So the wire goes to this terminal, and that's it. All we need to do is to calibrate the autopilot. It's really simple. You just go in a straight line, press a button, do like some S turns, and we're good to go. I think we can skip all this. Let's try this autopilot working now. But before we go out to test the autopilot, there's something else I want to show you. That's a gift from our friend Rafa. He built something and it's so cool.
What's this?
Can you guess what's this? It's not a sponsor video, but he's a really good friend and he does a really good job. So he made these little covers for the saltwater impeller on the diesel engine. This is just a cover. The white part is just a cover. This is a really strong polycarbonate that is scratch free. Like there is no way you can scratch, and this is gonna last for a long time. In this way, with a transparent cover for the impeller, you can see your impeller even without opening. So if you have any doubt that you broke the impeller or anything, you don't even need to open, you just see. That's really cool. As any other impeller cover, it was gonna worn out with time. Even the aluminum ones worn out with time, so that's why he sent me 3. And this probably is gonna worn out a little bit faster than the aluminum one, but it's gonna be really cheap and you can replace. Thanks a lot, Rafa.
So the only reason we are not replacing the old one for this one right now is because our engine is still on warranty and we don't want to lose this, and we are gonna do the maintenance this week. So on the next maintenance we are gonna replace the one we have for one of these ones. Good morning. Yesterday we had all day planned for today, but we decided to go to Vitória today, so plans changed. What are you doing?
I need to finish the autopilot because we are leaving today. And in order to do that, we need to fill up the water tank, we need to finish the autopilot installation, and we're out. I'm really excited, to be honest. It's good to move on, and we're gonna go to a different place that it's been years I didn't go, and it's gonna be awesome.
I have never been to. Autopilot is installed. We are ready. Our last minutes in Rio de Janeiro. We are leaving, so we are gonna just fill the water tank before we go. It's already half full, so it's not gonna take a while. Luke is organizing the cables.
Time to go, my friends. It's really exciting to leave. I don't know, for me it's always really exciting. I mean, we love the city, but we are always curious to see new places, and today is like I always say that, but for us, every single time we go north, feels like we are far and far and far, and that's so awesome because it feels like the dream is coming true, and it is actually. It's so cool.
Being here is already part of the dream, so it's always good.
So we are almost ready to leave. Robert is just taking a shower on the yacht club. I'm the next one. And while Robert is taking a shower, I'm filling up the water tank. Important. And also, that's pretty cool, I download the grid file for the predictive wind software, so we can have the forecast during the next 2 days. 2 days is really reliable, and seems like we're not going to have much wind. A little bit upwind after the Cape that we need to go around, but until the Cape is just gonna be low winds. Someone's already smelling good. So
I even use the hair dryer.
Yeah, so she can spend 2 days without shower now. Yeah, we are about to leave. We're just filling up the water tank. I'm gonna take a shower because I deserve also. The reason we are leaving instead of waiting for stronger winds is because we're in the end of the cold front season. That means it's getting less and less cold fronts the more we wait. And for now, on the next 14 days, there is no cold front at all.
Actually, it's the opposite. The strong winds come from north.
And this cape that we need to go around can be a really tricky place to go around.
Some people, they did the whole circumnavigation and they said that the worst place was this cape that we are gonna pass by. So
yeah. In 24 hours. Yeah, so but the reason why we're leaving is because in 24 hours the cape is gonna be like dead wind, dead waves, and just us motoring in between a lot of ships and fishing boats.
Hope it's true.
During the night though. I don't like that, but probably it's gonna be during that. We'll see. Let me take a shower and then we're gonna leave here.
The boat's already organized, so we have our weather gear here, the computers, we already charged some batteries, ready to go. And we are out!
Now we're just gonna go out the channel and we're gonna find a place that we can just, do the S turns to calibrate the autopilot, and we are good to go. Beautiful night today.
Yeah.
Autopilot calibrated. That's a win! We have an autopilot back. Time to start the crossing.
We needed to leave Rio de Janeiro during the night to get the best weather conditions, but the city has so many lights, and together with the ships and fishing boats, it can become a bit stressful. And luckily, eventually we managed to get further away from the coast. It's around 1 in the morning right now. We are doing 6.5 knots in average, 7 right now. And I just put the Genoa out, the little one. Lucas is sleeping for like almost 2 hours. And what else? We have a boat close to us, but I think it's all good.
Just a quick disclaimer, for the next couple of weeks you're gonna see us using the engine even when we don't need to because we have wind, and the reason for that is because right now is the high season for humpback whales in Brazil, and just 3 days before this passage a boat hit a whale, a 39-foot boat, and sunk. So a lot of people said that if you use the engine, the whales can hear or something. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but just in case, we left the engine on the entire crossing, even when we had some wind that we could shut off the engine. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
The wind's around 11.5 coming through this side right now, so that's why I opened the little Genoa, and we are doing great. And that's it.
Everything going all good. Not many boats now, that's pretty good. Speed, we're doing 6.3 knots, that's awesome also. Everything's good. The night's beautiful, no rain, it's not cold, it's not hot. It's awesome. Morning, beautiful day. It's a little bit chilly, not cold, but good. Yeah, beautiful day. No wind still. The wind's supposed to pick up sometime like in the next hour, hopefully. Let's hope so. Today I'm on the hunt for whales. We are on the whale season. Every single person we know that went north right now saw a lot of whales, and even one boat sank because it hit a whale like 5 days ago, like I don't know, like 300 nautical miles from here. It's a little bit scary, but we have a metal boat, so it's gonna be fine. And I want to see whales. It's gonna be really cool. That's so cool. I just saw a whale for the first time. I'm gonna try to show you guys. That was a huge whale. Just around, oh wait, right there. I don't know if you could see because of the distance, but that's so cool. In this trip we're gonna see more whales, but not that close because, you know, it's a little bit scary to see whales too close.
As we have been eating just bread since yesterday, now it's like 8 in the morning, but I'm gonna put some kibis in the oven. Some meat's gonna be good. It's amazing how time flies at a different speed when you are at the sea and off the grid. At the beginning of a passage, it feels like you are not making any progress and that we will never reach the destination. But as the hours go by and you get more and more comfortable, you start enjoying the moment instead of only thinking about the future.
Lift the veil and we'll learn the ropes. Our fingernails are full of dirt and hope. Take my love and my tendencies. I'll stay with you if you stay with me. Pull the veil, tugging at the seams. Breath and blood and reality fills the gaps and wakes up the dream. I'll be with you if you be with me. Rally those hopes, pick up the pieces. Rally those hopes, pick up the parts. Rally those hopes, pick up your heart. Lift the veil on the summer night.
That's a little bit scary. The whale is right there, just going the same direction we are. Are you scared?
No, I'm excited.
You should see a little bit scared.
We're coming actually.
Yes, they are. That was just so crazy. I don't even know how many whales there were. I saw at least 2. I believe there were like 3 playing around. Did you see that?
I did see, and they were coming towards our boat. So now we are clipped because they can flip the boat, and we don't know where they are.
I think they went back, like behind us. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure.
I hope so.
It's somewhere.
And what I love about Passages is how we disconnect from the world. It's almost like we have gone back in time. It makes us appreciate little things like a good food, a good hour of sleep, a rainbow, or even a beautiful sunset.
Rally those hopes, pick up the parts. Rally those hopes, pick up your heart. Your heart.
What a beautiful day. Beautiful sailing, amazing sailing. Lucas is still sleeping for like 2 hours. I'm watching the rainbow right now. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I just saw a whale, but I couldn't film it.
Can I sleep a little bit? I'm tired.
We want to thank every single one of you that voted for us on the Cruises Award as the best YouTube sailing channel and also as the best episode.
Yeah, but we also want to remember you that if you didn't vote for us yet, there is still a chance. And we are right now on 2nd place. So, you know, 2nd place is not 1st place. And with your support, we might be able to get to the first place. So, you know, just pause the video, go to the link on the first comment of this video. There are 2 links, one for best YouTube sailing channel, one for the best episode, and you can support us out on that. That would mean the world to us. Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. We really appreciate it, but let's go back to the episode.
Luca was sleeping and he heard a different noise, and it was actually whale. So I'm on whale watch. I can see the water going out.
They actually sing. Whales sing. It's not a myth. It's true. They sing. Because I was like, there's someone like making noise under the water. There was a whale.
We are afraid of a whale hitting our boat. It's a metal boat, but still it can be dangerous. There's another one. There is more than one. There is one around there and one around here. There's the little water going out. It's so hard to film it. It's ready.
Messi.
We are almost arriving. You can see land already. I don't know if you can see it, but there are some mountains there. You still can see some whales. There are some fishing boats around that we need to be careful because they are not showing on the AIS. So cool, nobody got seasick. We are eating really well. We didn't have time to go to the supermarket to get food to be prepared, so we needed to buy like ready food, but the ones we got were good, like kiwi, lasagna. They were really nice. And Lucas is sleeping right now. It's like I think it's around 3 p.m. right now. It's the first time we are doing just the 2 of us 50 hours crossing, and it's been great.
Arriving! Buildings right there, we can see the city already. And good news, we might arrive during the day. That's so good, luckily. Yeah, because I don't want to arrive in a new city during the night. Always tricky. This one, there is like a pass, a little pass with like coral reefs, and it's not good to cross that during the night. I mean, you need to trust on the chart. And also because we're gonna go to a yacht club and arriving during the day, that means that the guys that work there are still working and they can help us to find our spot and help us to dock. That's pretty good.
And right now we already have the center board and the rudder up, so the boat's rocking.
So good, so good.
And after 290 miles, we arrived in the city of Vitória. This is the 5th state we arrived in Brazil with our boat. We can't wait to go out and explore it. Arrived.
We made it. That's so cool. It's just amazing. Like when you arrive in a city by car is one thing. When you arrive by boat, it's just a completely different thing. I mean, you never even step a foot here. I've been here once, but it's been a long time, like 17 years ago. But it's just different. I mean, like just like a surprise. And we're just trying to, you know, get the boat set because here supposedly there is some swell sometimes.
In this part of Brazil, the tides they vary a lot during the day.
I already like this place. Check this out. That's the view of our house for the next week. That's so cool. Hey, babe. You need to see the sunset. Check this out.
Beautiful.
It's amazing that when you have a boat and the boat's your house, everywhere you go, you change the scenario and you change the view of the backyard. That's our backyard. Isn't that cool?